Tell us about what you were thinking about when you went out to that kick and working with the staff and the holder.
Shout out to Brooks and and everybody else, and Ryan and the whole special teams unit. We've really worked hard to become as efficient as possible. And going out there, honestly, my thought process, I couldn't stop thinking about everybody in this brotherhood, because they don't mean so much to me, and I would do anything for them, and I know they would do anything for me. And I just love these guys so much, and I'm just really happy.
Arik just asked you about your final game, so successful, big moment. You had a couple of sacks in the game. You had that crucial 3rd and 10 sack that forced Missouri to punt. This helps about the game from your perspective.
Yeah, it was definitely a hard-fought game. There's a lot of times that the momentum seemed to go against us, and that's something that we coach and we talk about. Just get that turn back around at the right times during the game. I think we did a good job as a unit doing that. And it all comes down to the way we prepare week in and week out during the week, understanding what our job is and doing it appropriately. So when the moment comes, we execute.
Did you have any preparation for Brady Cook going into it? Did you have any film to watch in preparation for him playing today?
No.
How do you handle that situation?
Well, it just comes back to the fundamentals, how we play. It's not, our calls aren't designed. No one call is designed for the other team to score a touchdown. It's designed to account for all personnel. So as long as we do our jobs within the scheme of the defense, we should come out on the other end successful.
All right, first half defensively, you held Mizzou as far as red zone. It's 2 field goals, 2 red zone field goals. What does it do for you guys?
I think it does a lot. Of course, we don't want to ever allow a team to get into the position where they can score points at all. But when they get into the red zone and they're not able to complete and get a touchdown, that takes points off the board for them and gives us the opportunity to where if we get a score, but we're able to go up a couple points, which is a big momentum swing for the game.
Joe Iacono.
Hey guys, congratulations on the win. Joe Iacono with GoBlackKnights.com. Cole, how did you everybody always talks about to be successful in sports, you have to have a short-term memory, right? So what's the process? How do you erase the first half miss when you're going out there to try and make the game winner at the end of the game?
Yes, sir. Well, kicking is it's obviously a huge mental game. And I think back, like, even my freshman year, I had the same situation against Michigan. It was a little bit longer of a kick, but I ended up missing it. Honestly, sometimes, like, there's a year there where I would think about that all the time because, I mean, like I said before, these guys mean so much to me that, like, I want to do as well as possible in order for them to succeed. And in this game specifically, and I think this past year, year and a half, I think my mental game has improved a lot. And that is all thanks to Coach Saturnio. Coach Saturnio, during special teams practices and special teams meetings and stuff like that, he really, really emphasizes the importance of the mental game. And he's done so much research into it about like we do breathing exercises like Bruce Lee did and things like that. And it sounds kind of funny from the outside looking in, but truly that has seriously impacted my game so much. And he does an amazing job of just staying on our side no matter what. And and you can just feel the love inside the special teams room. And there's always people supporting you. And so ups or downs, I know that room in specific, like I know the whole team does, but that room in specific, I know they have my back. So.
Awesome. And then on the game-winning field goal, I know right before the kick, Jabari ran to the left to make sure you were set up on the left hash. I could be wrong on this. I don't have a stat sheet in front of me, but I don't believe you've missed from the left hash this year. Am I right? Are you perfect from the left hash?
to be honest with you, I'm not really totally sure on that stat, but I do know there have been multiple times where we've kicked from, and specifically, I remember we've hit like 5 field goals from the 33-yard line on the left hash, which is just like so odd, honestly. But like I said before, like kicking is such a mental game, and in all reality, it shouldn't matter which hash you're on or if you're in the middle or whatever. It's kind of like golf. If you just have a straight swing and then you're going to use a good ball. So.
And then last questions for Arik. Defensive MVP, congratulations on that. I guess 12 tackles, 2.5 sacks, a lot of big plays. The momentum of the game really seemed to change when you guys got that 4th and inches stop in the third quarter. Can you talk a little bit about that play and maybe what the team was talking about prior to that? I know they tried to draw you guys off sides and you didn't bite. Just talk me through that play a little bit if you could.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, we had a timeout before that particular play. And it was just us getting on the sideline, getting all our checks together, and making sure we had an understanding of what they were going to try and do. We understood that they were going to try and throw us off sides because we had seen that earlier in the game. At the end of the day, we went out there and we executed the call that was played, and that's what gave us the ability to get that turnover. We consider 4th down conversions, non-conversions, to be kind of like turnovers because they don't get the chance to kick and get field position. So that was a great thing for us.
Thanks.
We'll close with Ken McMillan.
Congratulations, guys. Cole, a question for you about the pressure of the situation. Was your mind clear? Did you approach that kick with a very calm attitude, or do you like the pressure of having to come up with something big there?
Well, obviously everybody wants to be put in that position to be able to potentially win the game for the team. But personally, like in that situation, I try to, because each rep is an individual rep in kicking, at least, and I'm sure other positions are very, very similar. But it's kind of, one time my high school coach talked to me about this. He said, kicking, like being a kicker and being a corner are very similar because you're on your own island almost. And each thing that you do is so detailed and everything like that. I mean, I've never played corner in my life, so I'm not really sure how accurate that is. But yeah, so this kick in specifically, I was just trying to learn from my previous one to get into like the details of it. Like the first kick that I had missed, I looked my head up too early, and for me personally, my kicking style, that caused my hips to move to the left, ending in me pulling the ball to the left. And so personally for this last field goal, I was trying to keep my head down in order to have that straight swing.
Mm-hmm. Arik, can you just talk about how you guys changed things up? Because Missouri was rolling on you guys in the first half, but you guys came out with a much better effort in the second half, and they didn't seem to, be giving up the big plays. What kind of adjustments did you guys make?
Yeah, one of the big plays that they had during the first half that we were concerned about when they were getting a lot of yards on was kind of the wide zone. The focus when we came in for halftime was understanding how we defeat that play. What we came to an agreement on is just backing up from the line of scrimmage and allowing the play to develop for us, especially as linebackers, getting downhill once the ball declares us. So I think cleaning up our fits in that part of the game, I think that helped going into the second half.
Mm-hmm. I have to take you through the emotions of the last 2 drives. You guys gave up 83 yards. Missouri scores the go-ahead touchdown. What did that feel like to you? And what was your thought about the offense going out in the field with the potential of pulling out the win?
Well, of course, as a defense, if the offense scores, we didn't feel too great about that. But we had a lot of confidence in what our offense could do. Although it was a minute and 11 seconds left to go, we do a 1-minute drill every day before practice, and I'm very sure. I know my teammates are very sure of our offense's capability to get down the field and score points, and that's what they did.
Thank you.
All right.
Cole,
Thanks.
I witnessed the 62-yarder by Texas Tech earlier this year, winning over Iowa State. What did anybody say to you on the sideline prior to this kick tonight?
Honestly, not a lot of people. A lot of people tried to stay away from me. I think everybody tried. I think everybody knew I was trying to get locked in. But yeah, it's actually kind of weird. No one said a word to me the entire time. But I don't mind it. I like being able to focus like that. So, but I did watch that kick by Texas Tech, and he did a great job too. And that was an amazing ball. Everybody wants to be in that situation one day, you know.